how's it going? The Geek Speak Show covering WonderCon Anaheim 2018. Erin, Henry from the Geek Speak Show with us. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Maddie Hasson.
Doug Liman.
And both of them, well, Doug is not in it. He's producing a new show called Impulse. Now, either one of you take it without spoiling. What's it about? I mean, if you want to spoil, go ahead. But what's it about?
Maddie plays the character of Henry, who is a really rebellious teenager living in upstate New York who discovers she can teleport, and it turns out to be more of a curse than a blessing. But it's our version of a superhero story.
Okay, so I saw that you guys are calling this genre bending. What exactly do you mean by that?
I think that might have something to do with, it is a sci-fi show, but it's very much grounded in reality. I mean, Henry's teleportation is a curse because it's linked to a traumatic event where she's assaulted. And so every time she teleports, her body's taking her to a safe place, but it's a reminder of this terrible, awful thing that happened to her. And all of the other characters have very full, real stories as well. And so it has this magical, bit to it, but it's very grounded in, the real world.
And that now,
I don't know if that's what everybody means by genre bending, but I made up my own.
I mean, that was a phenomenal answer. I'm definitely going to use that.
That's actually where I was going to go. With most comic books, like the ones from the '60s and all of those, they're pretty colorful, pretty fun. There's a little bit of dark, but this one, I mean, there's an assault, like you just said. So you guys are really taking it out there. I mean, how did you go from, it's going to be sci-fi, comic book based, but still grounded in real life, if you will?
Well, I think I've always been, I am always interested in characters and characters in outrageous situations, whether it's, Jason Bourne, and the situation he's put in, or Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Tom Cruise's character in Live, Die, Repeat, like just putting characters in the most outrageous situations, because I'm actually interested in how the characters act in that situation. And so in the case of Impulse, here was an opportunity to take a character like Henry, who's an amazing character even before the teleportation starts. Even that may be genre bending, because I know a lot of things were superpowers. They don't really get interesting until the superpower happens, and in this case, she's plunged into it. The audience is plunged into an amazing world that you'd love to spend a season in before the superpower comes into play.
Okay, let's end on a fun one for either one of you. If you got teleportation all of a sudden, just wake up, I can teleport, what would you use it for?
I would teleport out of the panel because it's really scary. What about you?
I'd like to have that in the bank so that when I get a message being like, hey, do you want to come to this party tonight, and I happen to be in the wrong city, I could go.
Yeah, that's probably what I would use it for also. So thanks again, you guys. The premiere is when again?
In June.
In June. So look for that. Impulse is what it's called. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.